Esteemed colleagues, we continue our working day in the UCMC. I'm Valentin Pugachev. I'm the leader of the spokesperson of Peaceful Life project. This is supported by the Embassy of the Federative Republic of Germany in Ukraine. We'll be talking today about the festival From a Country to Ukraine. And the slogan of that is spokesperson of Peaceful Life. It's about building stadium for school in Mariupol. In Mariupol, there's such a strategy is being implemented. The local team of organizers of that project has started building a stadium for school. The sport facility was already inaugurated. What has been done for the development of mass sport in Mariupol and what are the plans? We will discuss that with our speakers who are in Mariupol. That's Alexei Simanin, Yevgen Popov, and Alexei Leontiev. They are the representatives of the Mariupol festival from country to Ukraine. Can you hear us well? Yes, we can hear well. In the beginning, please tell us about this festival From a Country to Ukraine, and then we will talk about more specific questions. How have you selected the facility? Good afternoon, I'm Alexei Simanin. I'm one of the co-organizers of the festival From a Country to Ukraine. The festival took place in summer. We started preparing to it in May. And we were preparing so actively that in the moment of preparation for the festival, we were not thinking about what will happen after the festival. When the festival was over, we had some rest, and we realized that the main goal of the festival to change people has been reached, because we have changed ourselves and we have now more goals. Most of our team are actively working now, and we decided not to stop. We continue to unite people. We put some new goals. We look for the ways of reaching these goals, and we can show what our achievements already are. One of the facilities is the stadium near school number 57 in Mariupol. That's in the micro-district Vostochny, which suffered because of shellings in 2015. And the shells did not reach the stadium itself, but we had to find some place for children, because children now are our future. They selected this place, this venue. The idea of building the festival was born a year ago, a year after end of shellings. School 57 is in private sector, and the last two shells hit it. The school did not suffer most. It was a day off and there was no one in school, but for the whole year, the whole micro district Vostochny, where school is, that was the area where nothing was happening. Then children went to school, but there was some stadium there which was not well organized. This is a private sector where there was nothing, no sports facilities, and the stadium was in a very bad condition. After some football match, the children came back home very dirty. And then there was the idea, someone told people, well, you're playing in rock group, and just during the concert you can get some people around and the adults came and they saw that this is the place in a very bad shape, and then the initiative was has started. Then in summer there was a festival where children again performed very successfully, and the festival suggested, let us submit for a grant. And so we have the grant, let's contribute it into something good. And the children said, okay, let's reconstruct the stadium. The children won 60,000 hryvnias, and they received this money and built some workout equipment. And now they organized another concert, and they this way raising more money, and the stadium is being reconstructed. Many people participated in that. The initiative got many people together. People were even helping in reconstruction. There was a lot of assistance from the NGO Mobi, who was awarding the grants. Good afternoon. This is Evgeny. I would like to thank everyone who has been participating and will continue to participate in this event. There were pensioners there together with children, and there were children who were doing all the work. The idea was suggested by children, and that is what helps normal attitude. It doesn't matter what we are in life, what is our social status, but what is important that we see problems and we are trying to address these problems. And when the authorities see it and try to help, that's great. We need to do a lot to address all these tasks in future. Then later the team got very much united. We have the projects which we'll be implementing. We'll try to implement it before the new year. Maybe we will organize another festival, some charity events. So we invite everyone to participate in that, in the events that we'll be organizing, and invite us to your events. We are ready to cooperate. People change people, and the slogan of the festival, From a Country to Ukraine, has proven it. Together we are a big force, and the idea that one person has, and that was one child who got the idea, we helped them to implement that idea, and we could see the result. The children who saw how their dream was implemented, they support our plans, but we learned how to set objectives, how to achieve something. As far as I understand, the festival activity will continue next year as well. If I understand it correctly, the Kiev organizers will come in 2 weeks to Mariupol. And when we set the date of the festival, I remember Valentin promised to come as a volunteer. Right? Yes, I did promise. You have a very good memory. We can discuss it off records after the program. We'll discuss it more specifically. I have several questions to you. I will start from the first one, talking about figures. If you don't remember the exact figures, but how many people, at least approximately, participated in organizing this sport ground, what are these people talking about, their background?
number of people who dealt with the immediate installation or you mean number of people in the project? Now, I think both. Up to 20 people who were involved. They made a concert program. They acted as animators for children, and there were up to 500 participants in the event, and actually this is like 10% of the residents in this community, and up to 1,000 people came to attend, and school children, they especially first grade children, the youngest ones, 6 years old, 7 years old children, up to pensioners, everybody wished to participate. Actually, this festival had a huge success. And actually, this united people of all the social layers. Am I right when I understand then sports equipment was installed and it is opened, the sports grounds is opened, but as for the stadium, whether you plan to open it, yes, the amount of money which is required for full renovation of the stadium is up to 4 or maybe 5 million of hryvnia. It's a huge amount of money, but in winter it's not it's not useful, it's not relevant to repair the stadium. So we will make this work more active in spring, and we are ready to sacrifice our own resources, to donate our resources, and to commit our efforts. I've heard 60,000 hryvnia. Is it a grant? Was it a grant or contribution? Whose contribution? When we joined to the project from a country to Ukraine, and as far as I know, they have some grant funds, but who are their sponsors, we do not know. Whether you can accept financial contributions from ordinary people, that is, are you open for crowdfunding? How to invest money? We are the civil society organization. We do not just provide a number of accounts to pay money. We can inform people about special accounts for some special purposes, and we invite people to pay money there. We have found Evgeny Popov, who was a guarantor to all this money which were coming to the bank accounts. That's not our first organizational project. We experienced how to work with smaller grants. We did crowdfunding. We carried out some charity projects, and now we try find foreign partners in Poland, in Italy, in Germany, in Zurich. what is important that people know that we are operational, that we implement our commitments, and that we are very serious about sponsors' money. When some humanitarian aid, for example, arrives, we go to the social services in our town and get from them recommendations how this humanitarian aid could be disseminated, how to maintain feedback with you either via Facebook or you have a website. We have a website of our organization, we have a Facebook page, we have our personal web pages, we are open for contacts. You can find all our contact details. Also, we may leave our contact details here in Media Center. We have questions from the audience. Yemets Maria, UCMC. I would like to ask additionally the procedure of this event. So the music, this was a music band which held a charity concert. They presented the project and maybe raised some money, and then this project won one day children's band which called themselves Sunscreen. At that time they were between 12 and 14 years of age. They held a concert and they involved the children and parents, and they raised some money. The concert attracted attention to the problem of the stadium, and thus we offered people to sign up official letter to authorities saying that our stadium needs overhaul, and later we paid attention to the same problem and made a project and won some grant. But actually we use not only grant money, we use our own money. We also provided our own construction materials, etc. So these were grant money which was spent for the project. The grant required us to contribute our own money, 20% of our own money. Up to 20% had to be paid. Who had paid that? Who had contributed 20%? The team, the project team. We contributed by construction equipment, for example, the construction materials, etc. Actually, this was like a grassroots initiative in collecting that necessary 20%. The project that you won, this was for installment of equipment or for the reconstruction of the stadium. 60,000 hryvnia is not sufficient for the stadium. And when we won this grant, we decided that we should do something And then we came across the idea to buy some sports simulators, sports equipment, install them, and to visualize the contribution made from made by teenagers. Thank you, dear colleagues. We have to finish now. Thank you, dear colleagues, for this intervention. Hope we'll see you once again, dear colleagues. Next event on the framework of our Spokesperson of Peaceful Life project will be on Thursday at the same time as today.